The Moon, Earth's only natural satellite, has been a constant source of wonder and inspiration for humanity. From its formation billions of years ago to its role in shaping life on Earth, the Moon's story is deeply intertwined with our own. Let's explore its fascinating history, scientific significance, and cultural impact. Chapter 1: The Formation of the Moon. The Moon formed about 4.5 billion years ago, shortly after the formation of the solar system. The most widely accepted theory, the Giant Impact Hypothesis, suggests that a Mars-sized object named Theia collided with the early Earth. The impact ejected a massive amount of debris into space, which eventually combined to form the Moon. This dramatic event left the Moon and Earth forever linked in their evolution. Chapter 2: Early Lunar History. In its early history, the Moon was a molten fury world. Over time, it cooled and solidified, forming a crust. Intense asteroid impacts during the late heavy bombardment period created the craters and basins we see today. Some of these basins filled with molten rock, forming the dark flat plains known as Maria, which is Latin for seas. These features, such as the Sea of Tranquility, are visible from Earth and have played a significant role in our lunar exploration. Chapter 3: The Moon's Influence on Earth. The Moon has had a profound effect on Earth, particularly through its gravitational pull. It stabilizes Earth's axial tilt, which helps regulate our planet's climate over long periods. The Moon's gravity also causes ocean tides, which have influenced the evolution of coastal ecosystems and life on Earth. Its presence has shaped the rhythms of life, from ancient calendars to modern timekeeping. Chapter 4: The Moon in Ancient Astronomy. Throughout history, the Moon has been a central figure in human culture. Ancient civilizations used its phases to track time, creating lunar calendars that guided agriculture, navigation, and religious practices. Many myths and legends surround the Moon. In Greek mythology, it was associated with Selene, the goddess of the moon, while in Chinese culture, it is celebrated during the Mid-Autumn Festival as a symbol of reunion and prosperity. Chapter 5: The Invention of the Telescope. The invention of the telescope in the early 1600s revolutionized our understanding of the Moon. Galileo Galilei was one of the first to observe its surface in detail, discovering craters, mountains, and Maria. These observations challenged the belief that celestial bodies were smooth and perfect, laying the foundation for modern astronomy. Chapter 6: The Space Race and Lunar Exploration. The Moon became the ultimate goal during the Cold War space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. In 1959, the Soviet spacecraft Luna 2 became the first human-made object to impact the Moon. In 1969, NASA's Apollo 11 mission made history when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the Moon, declaring, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Between 1969 and 1972, 6 Apollo missions landed on the Moon, bringing back samples and advancing our understanding of its geology. Chapter 7: The Lunar Surface. The Moon's surface is a barren, rocky landscape covered in fine dust called regolith. Its lack of atmosphere means no weathering occurs, preserving features like craters for billions of years. The far side of the Moon, often called the dark side, remained a mystery until spacecraft captured images of its rugged terrain, vastly different from the side we see from Earth. Chapter 8: The Search for Water. In recent decades, scientists have discovered evidence of water ice in permanently shadowed craters near the Moon's poles. The discovery has renewed interest in the Moon as a potential base for future human exploration. Water on the Moon could be used for drinking, producing oxygen, and even creating rocket fuel, making it a valuable resource for space exploration. Chapter 9: The Moon in Modern Exploration. The Moon remains a focus of scientific and exploratory missions. Recent highlights include the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, which mapped the Moon's surface in detail, the Chandrayaan-3, which is India's mission that successfully landed near the lunar South Pole, exploring uncharted territory, and last but not least, the Artemis program, which is NASA's ongoing efforts to return humans to the Moon, aiming to establish a sustainable presence and prepare for future missions to Mars. Chapter 10: The Moon's Legacy. The Moon has been a source of inspiration for poets, scientists, and dreamers for millennia. Its timeless beauty and scientific importance continue to captivate humanity. As we look to the future, the Moon remains a stepping stone for further exploration of our solar system and a reminder of our enduring connection to the cosmos. Well, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.